Josh Taylor, how the mighty have fallen. In 2021, I thought he was one of the 10 best fighters in the world. Now I'm struggling to think of fights that I favor him in. He's taking on a fighter who I know how to read his name, I know how to write his name, but I can't pronounce his name because I honestly don't think I've ever seen him fight. His name is Ekwow Essuman, and he has some credible wins. He's mostly been a European British level fighter. He beat Chris Congo. I'm having to look at BoxRec. He's basically just a British level fighter who's had a solid career. But if we're being honest, this isn't the type of guy that you would typically traditionally say Josh Taylor would struggle with, especially in his prime. You'd say this is the type of guy that Josh Taylor separates himself from. And in his rise, a similar ish fighter to me, so O'Hara Davies, and he stopped O'Hara Davies. And that was a way of him kind of announcing, I'm a world class fighter. Well, since the Ramirez fight, I feel like he's never been healthy. I don't know if that's true or not, but something seems wrong. And it's kind of like another sport that I like a lot is golf. So in boxing, when someone just doesn't seem to have it, when someone it isn't clicking, chances are it's an injury or it's damage, from past fights catching up to you. The Jack Catterall fight, Catterall's a very good fighter and he was underrated going into that fight, but still, that was a warning sign. The Teofimo Lopez fight, he didn't look that great in. And then in the Catterall rematch, I mean, he looked strong in the fight, but he doesn't look like himself. So going into this fight, I have big questions. What can we expect of Josh Taylor? He gave a lot to the sport, and I feel like the way he came up in the sport, he took really, really hard fights really early. I don't think he has much left because I think when you move as fast as he did, you're burning the candle at both ends. So while some people, I mean, maybe more astute, more knowledgeable fans of British boxing would look at this fight and go, okay, this is a 50-50 fight, because I really want to talk to my friends from Britain and the UK and whatever and get their opinion on his opponent, because I just don't know enough, and in the comments leave a thing. But I think at this point, any opponent who's credible, who's dangerous, is a hard fight for Taylor, because we're not seeing the same Taylor that kind of really dominated to start this decade. We just haven't seen that guy yet.